Good evening. Welcome to Top Talk. I am Amadin Ogbewe. Now, the 2023 elections are fast approaching. In just a couple of days, campaigns will officially kick off. And there are a lot of issues that are around the elections, the forthcoming elections, which includes the key demographics that will be voting, the voting blocks, so to speak, and how each party has successfully harnessed or is planning to harness and get those votes. Tonight, we will be focusing on the ruling party, the All Progressive Congress, its plans to inculcate and incorporate the youth energy into their election, and also their projections for the amount of youth votes they hope to get in 2023. Tonight, I've been joined by Musa Mamman Kontagora. He is the chairman APC North Central Youth Stakeholders Forum. He speaks to me tonight about what is really happening in the APC as regards youths and how they plan to get the youths on their side in 2023. Good evening, Musa. Welcome to Top Talk.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. And you?
I'm fine.
All right. Let's start with the build-up to the elections. What is the APC doing to get the youths on their side?
Okay. Before I go further, I would like to thank God Almighty for the opportunity being given to me to attend this wonderful interview of yours. My party, APC, is very ready in order to project this coming election come 2023. The bill have been passed, not too young to run, and we have put it in place. We are making use of it practically. Just a few days ago, the national youth leader of the party, in person of Dayo Israel, organized a youth leader summit, 2 days youth leader summit, which they brainstormed us. They taught us many things, how youth can be engaged into politics. And also we discussed on how to go back to the grassroots. Those that are aggrieved, those that have been offended, we should try and convince them. We should try and interact with them and bring them back to the party in order to have a reconciliation side where we can work for the victory of the party and the victory of our candidate come 2023.
All right, that's fair enough. You mentioned the event, the 2-day event for youths. Let's talk about, there was some issues around that when the youth leader, Dayo Israel, released a list initially of several persons on some committees and groups. And the comments that were predominant were that the list seemed to be a Yoruba list or a Southwest list. And we saw even Dayo Israel coming back to tweets that he was saying some vile comments about certain tweets about the list. And he tried to explain that it was fair. And then after much backlash and back and forth, eventually he released the list that had even way more persons than he initially did. What was your take on that issue? Do you think the youth leader might have erred and the names on the list might have been skewed to one region?
Thank God for you saying this. I'm a member and I'm in-house even at the National Youth Leaders Camp because Dayo Israel have done marvelous and wonderful job. For him sitting down without any support from any political appointee, from any governor, from any parastatal, he hosts that program. And bringing in youth from various places, you must have controversial facts that will be coming up. But let me be sincere to you, Dayo Israel has done his best. I was the first person that I think I was one of the people that called him that night when I saw that list. I told him, though the fact he gave, he is right. Because he can only work with people that are around him. And the list, the names that all the state youth leaders and zonal youth leaders sent to him. So he will not know everybody. Because when did we finish our convention? How many months are we having? This is the first event that he carried all the youth along. So that shows that yes, the youth are ready to engage themselves in politics. Past then, the former national youth leader hosts so many events. Have you ever heard of some clashes, such clashes? So that shows that his administration is very ready to work with everybody. In order to have a successful upcoming movement or a successful victory, you're supposed to have a lot of controversies that will be coming up. Then the more those controversies are coming up, the more we are adjusting, the more we are correcting ourselves, the more we are learning more on how to lead and govern the youth of APC. But Dayo Israel is doing his best. And to tell you that he's a good leader, immediately there was all those stuffs online at the media. He sat down and called all the zonal youth leaders on a Zoom meeting. He told them they should bring up names that will be added into that list. He created more than 8 more committees to show you that he's ready and he has that capacity, that zeal to work with everybody.
You don't think maybe some people might have taken it the other way, that it can easily be swayed when people, complain about his decisions? Or was it really just about inclusion?
It's about inclusion, and he's a leader that carries everybody along. That Dayo Israel is a person that you can call him at any time. He will pick your call. He listens to advice. If he's a leader that is not listening to advice, he couldn't have had more committees. He will just leave that former committee that he has already bring out without adding another more committees that were added. And adding those more committees, people were happy. You see, most of our youth, they don't need to be paid. All what they want is recognition. They want to see their name on a list. They want to see their name on committee, and he has done that. And we had this program. It was successful. It was marvelous. The program hold, I think the history of APC, we have never held a program of such, because the national youth leader of a party, ADP, they camped.
Yes.
To APC, it is marvelous. And again, there is a member House of Reps that is contesting. He decamped. So that shows he has that sense of belonging. You know, God choose leader. He chose the person that maybe I will not want him to be leader. Many of them contested with him. But at the end of the day, there is that competency and that credibility God saw in Dayo Israel, that he made him the national youth leader of APC. And we have seen it. Plain, the world have seen it. I think you are a media personnel. You have never had where a party hold, a youth body of the party hold a program, and a national youth leader of a political party, the camp to that party. We are not talking of we are in the ruling party. No, it is a marvelous thing that all the stakeholders of APC, all our sitting governors, all the members of NWC, they are supposed to. It should be an add-up mark to Dayo Israel, because he has done it well.
All right, that's fair. And this issue is really about, like you said, inclusion and making sure all the zones are involved. And now let's talk about what is the youth perspective on the issue of the tickets itself, which is the issue of the same religion, Muslim tickets. Do you feel that is inclusive enough?
To my own point of view, it is, but I may not please the other. But the facts I have are genuine fact. You know, sometimes we fight for God, which we are very wrong. We know Nigerian, we are of different religion, we have different background, we are from different ethnicity, but we shouldn't fight for God. What we should do is to fight for ourselves. What is fighting for ourselves? There is before the convention, before the primaries commence, anybody that is in APC, only few people have that assurance that Tinubu will be given the ticket, the flag bearer of to be the president. Only few people. But you know, God do his things in an extraordinary way. He chooses him. And the power has been shifted to the south. You understand? So bringing the vice from the north. Let us go and look for somebody that have that zeal, that capacity, that have that sense of belonging, of carrying everybody along. There are a lot of facts our own party leaders saw from Kashim Shettima that bring him up to be the running mate of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I think we have a new beginning in APC. These two great men have done it. We have seen it. Nobody is 100%. But I'm assuring you, with the little experience of leadership they are having, Nigerians, we have all it takes to convince Nigerians that if APC is given that chance, come 2023, we are going to deliver.
What about the northern Christian youths? Well, how are they feeling about all of this?
The northern Christian youth.
Yes. What are they saying? I mean, you are one of them, so I'd like to get what the word is. What is the discussion like within yourselves?
That is the essence of all the youth summit that we had. And yesterday, we traveled to Benue for reconciliation. In Benue, we discussed on religion should not divide us. Religion should bring us together. What we need is to calm down and work tirelessly to see how are we going to be to emerge as victory come 2023. The youth of APC, the Christian youth of APC, are carried along. We see that it might bring problem for us come 2023. That is why the DG of campaign is given to a Christian fellow, to a Christian brother that has done it well, that we have seen that capacity in him to be the DG campaign. And the other way around, you understand? It was also given to another Christian fellow in person of Adams Oshomole that has done it. We have seen that competency in him. We are trying to see how we are going to bring everybody along. APC is a party that works with everybody. But to our own, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima is the best for this country, is the best for our party.
All right, but speaking as a youth now, do you have any issues promoting the candidacy when you factor in the age of the candidates? A lot of people know that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not one of the youngest.
Yes.
So how do you really, promote it as a youth, saying that, okay, this party is a youth-favored party and so on and so forth? And also, there was something he said in the run-up to the primary. He said the youths can be president, but after him. What are your thoughts on all of that?
Yes, when it is being said, not too young to run, or youth o'clock, so many youth are thinking you just come into the system and get power and run for an election and win. No, I take politics as a school of thought. You come and learn, you acquire knowledge, you acquire understanding before you get to the battlefield. You understand? To my own understanding, what Bola Ahmed Tinubu says, he is not wrong. I did believe youths are engaged into politics some years back, 6, 7, 8 years back, as we are engaging in politics now. I'm a youth, and I'm also a member of APC, and I'm carried along. Most of our youth that think they are left behind in politics. As a politician, you don't have to go elsewhere, house by house, meeting the youth, telling them to come out. There are those youth, there are a lot of youth that have that zeal, but they are busy sitting at home, thinking it is not yet time for them to engage themselves into politics. It is youth o'clock means come out, coordinate yourself, engage yourself into political activities. You understand? Mingle with these politicians that you think their time have exhausted. Learn from them. When you learn from them, at the end of the day, it will be very easy for the youth to participate into politics. And I think The time is now. Many of the youth are out now. I really love that system, that methodology of youth now engaging themselves into politics. That shows that Nigeria is going to be great. 2-3 years back, many of our youth that know much about politics are not engaging themselves into politics. But you see, this is an issue of a political party, of bringing up many aspirants, has opened up to every youth, to every Nigerian youth. Come out, engage yourself into politics before you become a politician.
All right, let me quickly cut in there. There's a debate I've been seeing. I want to get your thoughts on it. Some persons argue or say that youths cannot really have a say if they do not actively participate in politics in terms of joining political parties. And we have another section of youth saying that they are interested in politics, but they don't want to join parties. And then others say that you cannot scream from outside the house, you have to come in before you can make a change. Do you believe a youth can say, you know what, I'm interested in this election cycle, I'm interested in everything, I will vote, I will access the candidates, but I will not join a political party? Does that help? Do you think that is the way forward?
For upcoming youths that want to be a politician, it is not. That is the essence of having a lot of support groups. Join a support group, a political support group that you think you are pleased with. Learn. There are a lot of things you learn from various youth that are into politics. Formerly, I was not into the national politics. I was just into the local politics in my own locality. But I joined a support group some years back. I mingled with a lot of youth that give me that inspiration, that give me that sense of belonging, that I have a place in the political party. I was in a support group formerly, and now my activities with engaging myself with so many youth that have been in that political, in that support group, have give me that sense of belonging to join APC. And if you have, if you think maybe a political party is wrong or is not doing the right thing, we have the youth wing of the party. That's the essence of having a national youth leader. Join the youth wing of the party. There you can say everything that you think in your own party is right. And we have a lot of zonal youth leaders, world youth leaders, state youth leaders. You get to join them if you really want to join politics. But there is no how. You want to be a doctor, you didn't attend primary school, you didn't attend secondary school, or you might attend secondary school, but you study art. Going to the university, you are expecting them to give you a science course. Will it be possible? When you study art, going to university to study medicine, it is not going to be possible. So let us follow the right channel. Following the right channel will give you that advantage in order to participate fully in politics.
All right. Now, speaking about youth participation and inclusion, one thing we cannot take away is the cost of politics. You know,
yes.
What we keep hearing is that politics is not cheap. I saw, to cite an example the other day, the PDP, one of the PDP House of Rep member, used to be, or he is an entertainer, talking about Banky Wellington. He spoke about how doing politics is not easy. You know, he was, I wouldn't say lamenting, but he was playfully lamenting, saying, if you see him, you should help him, that kind of thing, you know. So now let's talk about the APC now. Take the cost of presidential nomination forms and interest before the primaries. Even accounting for the discounts that youths got, a youth candidate in the APC would pay more than someone who's not a youth, perhaps a middle-aged person in the main opposition party. The PDP would pay for that same position. So how can youth really be encouraged when, you know, the money is just not there, and they want to be involved. What's the way forward?
First of all, the way forward is many of our youth just join the politics, join politics without having a political guardian or a political mentor, those that can mentor you, that can give you that sense of belonging.
Are you talking about godfathers?
Godfather is very important in politics. There are a lot of places that money cannot take you there, even in the political environment. But those that you have been loyal to them. Many of our ministers today, our governors, started from PA, personal assistants, to then politicians. You understand? When we see godfatherism, godfather, many will take it as you are being oppressed, or you are being controlled, or you are into slavery. No, that is not what I mean. What I mean is, have somebody that is your role model, somebody that mentor you, somebody that corrects you when you are wrong, somebody that will guide you in the ways that maybe you are thinking that you are not up to the standard. But you cannot come to a political environment without having a godfather. If you come to that political environment without a godfather, therefore you think, yes, you have to spend money. There are so many of these youth that they are community bought forms for them. You understand? Many of them, their own leaders, their political godfather bought form for them. You understand? The cost of form, it has to be, because we are into an era of everything is very cost. But when you have a political guardian that is guiding you, you understand, that is telling you what to do, that is encouraging you on how to participate into political activities, it will be very easy for you.
But won't it put you under their control?
Putting you under their control is how, there is an adage that said, the way you lay your bed, that's how you lie on it. You understand? Having a political mentor and boss, he sees that first and foremost is respect, sincerity. Many of our youth just come into politics thinking immediately you join politics you become rich. That is not. To make it in life, you have to work hard. You understand? You have to really show that, yes, you are a hard-working somebody. You are a hard-working person that really want to work before you will have a political mentor. Like me, I have my own political mentor through a support group. We had a program. One of my friends that is running contesting for the national youth leader of our party. From there, we engaged. I met her, and gradually communicating, you understand, giving her that respect. You have to go down. You understand? You have to really take yourself down if you really want to become anything in life, not only in politics. I love that the way Igbos usually train their own children. You go to an Igbo, when you see an Igbo man, even though he is wealthy, he will take his son to another environment for that son to learn. You understand? Maybe I will see that boy as if he's under torture or his parents don't love him. No, they want to train him well. You understand? He should learn how to catch fish, not to give him fish. So after that training of several years, you understand, they free him, he become a man of himself. Those years he's passing those training, what will people take it? He's under his boss. His boss is his godfather. You understand? But when he become a man of himself, that boss will still be giving him the support he need. The boss will still be guiding him. But will the boss command him after training him? He will never command him because he has trained him. You understand? He have given him that sense of belonging is to just to let him be. Pave a way for him in order to go smoothly and become a man of himself. It is applicable to politics.
All right. I think that's fair enough. Now let's speak about youth mobilization across parties. There is a group that we can't particularly ignore. With about a couple of months ago, we had a PDP presidential aspirant, I'm talking about former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi, moving over to the Labour Party. And since then, we've seen this wave, seemingly a youth movement, as they like to call it themselves, the Obidients. And, people want to make predictions already, even months before the election, that when it comes to youth, it belongs to this party. But here you are a youth and you are in the APC. So what is your own assessment, or what is your thought on this one party or some parties being or trying to claim the youth movement, that they have it and everyone else really, you're just fighting for the other voting blocks and not that youth, what I call it, the youth constituency is taken already. Is it true?
It is not. APC is having the large number of youth as political party is concerned. My own ideology is that social media is a place for what? To enlighten people. You understand? In order to what? To pass information. But we are not having any polling unit on social media. You understand? So, I'm not against Peter Obi because I'm a coming up politician and I don't know whether I'm going to continue my political era in APC or even the APC might change to another party. But what I want to assure the other political party is that APC have more than 400 support groups that have been registered, and all those support groups are having more than 1 million registered members of all those support groups in various states, in various locality, you understand, from the national level to the grassroots level. The party now, under the leadership of Dayo Israel, all youths that are holding titles at the support groups or at the youth wing of the party should go back to their grassroots, mobilize, sensitize. So let us show it practically that we can really do it. You understand? Not only saying a lot of things on media. No, we need to see it on ground. You understand? We need them to show us, yes. We understand, we believe that the Labour Party has the large number of youth. But are the youth in Labour Party, are they politicians? They are not politicians. You understand? I have that sense of belonging and I have that full assurance that come 2023, all these things happening on social media, it is not freaking me at all. You understand? I'm just taking it as what? As a lesson to us. Anytime I go into social media, I read the capture that is being posted by fans of Peter Obi. I twist it on how will it be useful for me, for my party. You understand? But I took all those youths on social media. I'm not saying that Labour Party are not having political youth. They have political youth. But those on social media, they are not politicians. You understand? They are not yet politicians. They should go back to the grassroots. Mobilize. You understand? Call for town hall meeting. And few days ago, you see a lot of states that have been having rallies. You understand? And youths have the largest number, even in the political environment. 75 of political activities are being done by the youth. You understand? But if you are only on social media without showing it practically, this is just the beginning for them. And I'm also saying it to Peter Obi. Yes, he's a great person. You understand? But is that good thing more than him? I never criticize him. You understand? But let us call on a debate. Who is Peter Obi? Who is Tinubu? We have numbers of governors, sitting governors in APC. Think of how many sitting governors are the Labour Party having. All politics is all about interests. You understand? I'm trying to tell them that it is not yet time for Peter Obi to be the president of this country. It is not yet time.
Well, he's a younger candidate.
He's a younger candidate, but it is not yet time. Why I'm saying it is not yet time is because, you see, Nigeria, we are Nigerians. We know the problem of Nigeria. You understand? To be a president of Nigeria is not being a governor of a state. You have to rally around the 36 states of the federation. You understand? You must have your members across. I love that resilience in him. He's just coming up. He is starting. You understand? By after 8 years, I think he'll be bold enough to contest. But for now, he's into school of thought. Peter Obi is in a school of thought now in politics. He's a politician. He's a good politician that have the youth at heart. But him being a president of Nigeria, it will be very difficult for him.
That's interesting. You say after 8 years.
Yes.
Is that 8 years of Asiwaju?
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's talk
he can join the race.
All right, let's talk about the mobilization now.
Yes.
I want to know how you speak to the youths, considering some issues on ground.
Yes.
Let's start with the ASUU matter.
Okay.
Now, we see people telling youths these days that if you are a student and you're at home and you plan on voting for certain candidates who have put you or whose party has put you in this position, then something is wrong. And sometimes they do not just refer to the APC, they're also talking about the party that was ruling before, the PDP, and because ASUU strikes have been since democracy. So how do you speak to them when you campaigns kick off in a couple of days? When you are speaking to youths, students who are at home, how do you convince them to still vote for the ruling party when they've been at home for months and there seems to be no end in sight, no hope for them? How do you convince them that this is still the party to vote for?
This is, to me, APC is now a new beginning. You understand? And the issue of the ASUU strike issue is an issue that APC are not to be blamed alone. Even the ASUU body itself, they are to be blamed. A lot of those debts that is supposed to be paid to ASUU, go back to history. Since when are ASUU holding those debts? Are they holding those debts in the regime of APC? They have been holding those debts more than 13 years ago or 10 years ago. You understand? To my own understanding is that every country that will stand on its own will face a lot of challenges. And thank God, these challenges is happening in our own time. I'm very happy with it. Why? It's because it's for us to adjust our mistakes as a party, to correct ourselves. But the issue of the issue of ASUU is an issue for everybody. It's an issue of a businessman. It's an issue of a politician. It's an issue of everybody, parent, everybody. So when we bring out this and lay the blame on everybody, the better for us. We should stop blaming the government. The government are to be blamed. Yes, of course they are. But in the issue of ASUU strike, is now like a few days ago or a day ago, the court has what? Has mandated ASUU to resume. They take it to court, right? They pass judgment. And now, since the court have mandated them to what? To go back. Many of these universities are pulling out of ASUU. Why? Is because we are weighing back. Economically, we are weighing back. Because if care is not taken, some years coming, we'll be having shortage of doctors. Why? Is because there are a lot of students that should have graduated. They are still sitting at home. Let's be realistic to ourselves. Let it be a business for everybody. If the youth are fighting for themselves, they should not fight for themselves in a rude way. Let it be peacefully. Have a reconciliation. You understand? That's the essence of NANS. You understand? The Association for All Students.
Yeah, well, funny enough, even Dayo Israel himself did wade into the matter
tried.
when he spoke to
He tried.
the stakeholders. But what's your take on the reaction of NAMS at the moment, where they seem to be favoring protest as regards, or in contrast to what you just described, talking? What's your take on using protest to get their voices heard?
Using protest, if the protest should hold, let it be a peaceful one. Like in Lagos, they hold a protest and they blocked what? The road to the airport. They are doing more harm than good. You understand? Officially write a letter to the governing body of ASUU. You understand? That you need to sit and discuss with them. It's better than blocking that road. Blocking that road, we have a lot of businessmen coming into the country for business. On that day that they hold up that protest, business will stop automatically. Why? Is because the road to the airport is being blocked. You understand? Instead of taking it lightly, many of our youth are increasing more flame to the fire. But like the way of reconciliation or the way of protest, there are a lot of ways now. Bring a debate online. We can use the media in order to do so many things. Let there be debates. You understand? A particular body that are organizing that NSAS, that protest, you understand, is better if they are organizing it. They should organize it peacefully. And I'm assuring you, the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, the Minister of Education, the Minister of Labor are doing justice to it. They are calming the ASUU down. You understand? They are trying to find a way in order to see that this ASUU issue is being resolved in the nearer time.
All right.
They are trying that. And again, what is there is that this is affecting everybody. It shouldn't be only blame to APC government. You might have siblings that are in school. Now they are at home. It will be a blame on everybody. Let us just keep it that Nigerian problem is my problem, is your problem. Let it not be the problem of a political party or is a problem of the government. If Nigeria today is good, it is good for everybody. If it is bad, it is bad for everybody. We are all of us have a role to play. You understand? And in time of mobilization, we are going into peaceful means of mobilization by creating town hall meeting. In that town hall meeting, organizing those town hall meetings, we bring in intellectuals. You understand? We bring in people that know better than us. You understand? To teach us, to make us understand that we should make peace. We should let peace to reign instead of violence. And I'm calling on the youth. Please, Nigerian youth, we should know that if Nigeria spoiled today, it is not spoiling only for us. It is spoiling for our generation. Let us come together and make Nigeria good today. If you make Nigeria good today, you make it for the betterment of our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren coming. You understand? So let us make use of this time.
All right. Now, just to end it, because we're about we've run out of time. What is the promise now from what you heard? You know, campaigns haven't officially started, but everyone is interested in the manifestos and the plans of each candidate for the country generally. Now, I'd like to get an insight into what we can expect for youths under the administration, should it come into power, of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. What can the youth expect?
The youth should expect many things, a lot of things, and but few of them I will mention them. First of all is that the youth should expect job creation. You understand? And the youth should not expect white-collar jobs only. You understand? Bola Tinubu has promised to the youth that he's going to make sure that a lot of these industries that have been closed for many years will be reopened. They will make sure those industries are working. He will improve small and medium-scale enterprises. You understand? And he will also improve what? Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship in the sense that God destined for us different ways in order we will earn our incomes. It might not be we end it through white-collar jobs. You understand? It might be we are going to end it through through what? Through all this furniture, you understand? Mechanic, you understand? Tailoring, you understand? But the youth are expecting, youth expectation is beyond what they are expected to. And I'm promising you, come 2023, we have a lot of promises to Nigeria, and this time we are assuring the youth that they will be carried along in terms of infrastructural development, in terms of job creation, you understand, in every aspect of the economy, youth will be involved. Because let me cut you short. Bola Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State, and he has done well. We have seen it. He has employed youth. He has helped so many youths that don't have that sense of belonging to really stand up on their feet. Some years back, the entertainment industry home base is in Lagos. The booming of entertainment industry started at the era of Bola Tinubu in Lagos. He projects them. He shows them that they cannot only make it through what? Through being doctors, through being working in CBN, in other side. Youths can make it in different ways. All
right, we have to cut it short there. We've run out of time now. But thank you very much for coming, Musa Mamman. It's been an interesting conversation, and we do hope to follow up maybe after the election cycle to see what your thoughts are now and how youths are faring at the time. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. I don't